Hello everyone, my name is Francis and welcome to the Tennis Hall of Framers. Today I'll be facing off against my good old friend Jin, who has that play style of being a pusher, type of style which I struggle against. Today was particularly a windy day. As you can see, my lob there couldn't get enough depth and the wind just pushed it back. Just as a warning, you're going to hear me make a lot of excuses about the wind whenever I lose a point, but appreciate the wind whenever I win a point. While Jin, I described him as kind of a pusher. I suppose I'd describe myself more as either an all-quarter or aggressive baseliner, if I had to describe myself. But with the wind being so strong, I felt too that I was playing like a pusher as well, trying to be conservative. Well, at least much later in the match I felt I was playing more conservative. But early on in these first couple games, I went for my normal game in which I was aggressive, but the errors just piled and piled up, as you can see from that double fault. Particularly, you can see I kind of struggled with the height of my shot. Or in that case, how deep my shots were supposed to be with the wind. Or in this case, how deep his shots would come to me. And just like that, Jin is up 2 games to love, and he's just sticking with his solid plan of pushing the ball back, being conservative, and relying on all the mistakes that I'm just gifting him until I just simply punch myself out of the match. Though that time the wind helped me out. Ooh, and he just barely misses that backhand. Probably thanks to the wind a little bit. Unbelievable angle shot from Jin right there, which I just could not get to. If you watch my other matches with Jin, he's really good at those angle shots, and it's so hard to deal with, just him running me side to side often. Could not stick the landing there with the volley, and a break point for Jin right there. With another ball into the net, I'm digging myself a deeper hole in this set and got a lot of work to do to simply catch up. And that's even more work considering his consistency. So at least Jin gave me an early Christmas present right there with that failed drop shot. And along with some Hanukkah presents as well with that long forehand. And why not some Kwanzaa presents too with that double fault. But keeping with the holiday spirits, I, of course, have to return a present back to him as well. Alright, I finally get on the board and I'm out of the bagel bakery at least, but the breadstick bakery is another question. By this point, I switched to a more conservative game to try to keep myself in the points after noticing that I was struggling a lot with my normal game, in which I would typically play in an indoor setting, but clearly not working for this outdoor one. Really nice get by Jin there, but just wasn't enough and was able to close out the point at least. At least the one advantage I had this day was having a slightly better serve than him, more pace, relatively good consistency even with these conditions. Also just tried to be aggressive, as you can see there with the approach, whenever the opportunity arose still. But overall tried to be more conservative, add a lot of spin and height with my shots to just stay in the points and try to have him make a mistake due to the wind. However, I'd say the jury is still out on that one for whether that's a good strategy against a solid pusher like Jin. As you can see, that plan definitely backfired that time. Managed to pick up another game off that volley, and I'm out of the breadstick bakery officially, thank goodness. Oof, that was a painful volley error as I tried to attack the net that time and put more pressure on him, but he handled it really well right there. Went for it on that forehand down the line, and luckily the risk paid off right there to tie up the game score. I noticed after my forehand he was going to struggle with that shot. Just came in and closed out that point with a volley. That forehand angle was just too good for me, and I just stood there watching the ball. Jin just misses long there, and I prolonged the game a little bit more to make him work harder to get this game. I missed that easy forehand approach and give up the game to Jin. More Christmas presents. I don't think I've ever been this generous before in my life. What a great backhand passing shot by me, and Jin's just so good at those whenever I attack the net. That is, if I don't put enough on it. But I was able to do a good enough forehand right there in which to produce the error. Jin rightfully attacked the net right there, putting pressure on me, and just could not get to that final ball. It was too good. That's something I don't get to do too often. Backhand winner. Definitely stronger on my forehand side, and my backhand is more of a liability, if anything. Especially since I only started a two-hand backhand less than a year ago. I've played for many years with a one-hand backhand, just like Jin, but decided to make the switch this year in January. Really nice rally right there, and just barely survived it. Jin just got a little unlucky with that last shot. Jin's shouting of agony after that point was music to my ears. Forehand angle is just way too good for me and just forcing me all the way wide to the one side and couldn't make it back to the other. Though my serve right there was good enough to force the point on Jin for a forced error, so I'll take that. And I gift him a point right back with that double fault, of course. The serve right there being just good enough to force the error off Jin, and now it's advantage me. And Jin misses that easy volley there, thankfully, and I'm a little bit closer in the score thanks to that. Really solid point construction by Jin, just making me run wildly from side to side until I'm forced an error. And a horrible drop shot by me, and Jin was easily able to close that out with the volley. Well, that was an embarrassing miss. A really good point by Jin there, and now he threatens me with just a game away to the set point. With that quick jump to the 30-love lead now, it was giving me a glimmer of hope that I could maybe claw my way back into this set. Make that 40-love lead, in fact. Bit of a questionable call by me, but regardless, it is 5 serving 4. Just trying to close that gap between the scores that we have and keep myself relevant within the set. Really nice forehand by Jin there, where just couldn't get it again. Too good for me. And luckily that was too good for him. Still can't believe I missed that incredibly easy volley, though I'm sure the wind had a little bit of a factor in that. I'd at least like to tell myself. Not sure how I got away with that one, but have the advantage here. Those back-to-back double faults really hurt me, and Jin is in the advantage now. And with back-to-back double faults, Jin grabs the win. And now our record is 3-3. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Thanks again.